Don't you know? I know pain, and I don't want any more of it, especially when I can.
Okay, stop. I have so many questions. Is Kath a real verb?
So, we're going to keep with the walkthrough of XCOM. Unfortunately, this game is all bugged, and after last video, it just kind of it crashed, got an error, crashed, never got to the mission. I was hoping that it actually loaded the mission, but it didn't. Doing ironman in this game is very risky because sometimes the save gets corrupted. In this case the save did get corrupted, but I think let me see. Oh, yeah, the changes are still here. Okay. The promotions are still here. The photos are still here. Yeah, okay. So everything is still here. I think I just need to go forward.
Advent's got their propaganda machine working overtime. We're still seeing a steady flow of migrants heading into the cities.
I'm not sure they have to do all that much convincing at this point.
And I'm not sure I'd trade my freedom for a few hot meals and the cure for the common cold.
Well, maybe not. But what about the terminally ill, the elderly, or the disabled? The aliens can offer them something we can't. Something most people would trade anything for.
You're wrong about that, Doctor. We can offer them freedom, even if it means they have to endure the pains of being human.
I just hope they see it that way.
Okay. There's the bridge. And oh yeah, I was on the locator beacon. And then the video showed up. Maybe the video will show up straight away now, because the mission is not available.
You are too trusting, John.
Yeah,
the Skirmishers are... Since we're all friends now, maybe you could lend my people a hand in dealing with a problem of ours.
Not sure how long our contacts are going to wait for us, Commander. So I recommend we proceed as soon as possible. All available soldiers are standing by to deploy.
Our reward is Dr. Pedro Arenga. Scientist is the coolest person I know. So I'm just going to be with Tigan.
Setting course for Sector 15, West Asia.
Was named again?
Each faction has agreed to allow a two-person squad to escort them to the rendezvous point. Hopefully that should be enough to keep them from killing each other. We've got a temporary ceasefire in place for the duration of the meet, but still, that doesn't mean we shouldn't be ready for anything.
Reapers they just let's see if we can crash now.
Deployed.
In position for deployment.
Yep. Looking for the frozen cartel. To the Reapers. I think we'll get the Dragon Alpha always after this mission.
The Reapers and Skirmishers have been at each other's throats for years, so we're keeping the exact meeting points strictly need to know. You'll split into 2 squads, rendezvous with each faction, and bring their envoy directly to the location of the meet. Officially, this city no longer exists, so we don't expect a lot in the way of advent resistance. Still, keep your eyes peeled. It's been about 20 years since we last stepped foot in this place.
So this actually makes a bit more sense, because the other time the mission was on Volgograd and we had 2 missions before. Now this one being in Volgograd makes perfect sense that we haven't been here for 20 years. So thank you for crashing us, huh? Operation Lost and Abandoned. This is divided into different parts. It's got videos. Might be a long mission, like half an hour, 40 minutes.
Proceed to the first set of coordinates. Firebrand and the second team will head to the next drop point. Detecting increasing biological signatures in the area ahead. Then I'd say we're in the right place. Stay sharp out there today, people. Just because this city was abandoned doesn't mean it's lifeless.
Thinking I shouldn't have brought the sniper. They use the Reapers, they eat aliens. I think it's just for shock value. Nothing very interesting about that.
If you are hungry, there's more where that came from.
Just to give it
Impressive
more
reflexes, but unnecessary.
Stand down. We're all friends here.
You are safe here. More so than you imagine. We shall see if the same holds true for these skirmishers of yours. Your presence already disturbs them. We must move quickly. My people will take care of this camp. Come.
So, they're also being introduced to the Reapers. This mission will introduce also to the Skirmishers. And
Uploading the coordinates to the rendezvous point now. We've plotted the most direct route there. We don't know much about the skirmisher contact you'll be meeting other than his name.
the Lost,
Marks. Praetor Marks. His death squads wiped out entire camps of my people in the first years of the war. You would dare do this?
Pretty sure hands are bloody on both sides of this fight. That's the whole point of this intervention.
Reapers are born in the shadows, in the cold, harsh world that was waiting for us out there. We rely on stealth and long-range attacks, and our marksmen are unmatched by even the best XCOM has to offer.
So, this part of the different factions, as cheesy as sometimes might seem, it's actually well done.
Damaged and dormant all these years, these devices still emit trace elements of unstable radiation. I cannot fathom what they were like in their original function.
We were there, Doctor. You're better off having missed it.
So yeah, despite the which is it's really well done because the soldiers are different and they've got different things, and it's part of the DLC, and the DLC is really good. I have nothing to say other than it's amazing actually, because it gives much more depth to the game.
I will reposition.
Like this new
Moving to designated
unit
coordinates.
change everything, and new enemies that also change a lot everything, which is quite cool. I don't know, I don't like to play like this, but I'm putting the sniper at height. So this is Iron Man, but if Dragunov dies for some reason, this mission actually restarts. So it's, let's say, not fully
I am at your service.
optimized. It should be game over if you died in here. But it's not.
Roger that! No more time for regrets. We are not alone.
Those things, they still look like people.
What was human died years ago. Only the taint of the aliens survives now. Where there is one, more will follow. You must not hesitate to destroy them.
So the Lost, they are a lot. But
These creatures' true strength lies in their numbers. As you can see, they fall easily. If we are careful with our shots, we will prevail.
so this part is cool. So you can shoot as long as you don't miss. So usually the sniper could only shot one time with the sniper rifle. Charlie here is getting his share of kills.
Kill confirmed.
They can actually just reload and walk closer, so it didn't waste any action there on the Lost. Problem is when they overwhelm you and you choose your shots the wrong way.
Enemy destroyed.
Here I can actually let this help everyone on Overwatch. I would say this mission is actually not hard at all.
These creatures' DNA has mutated well beyond what we would classify as human. Perhaps the result of long-term exposure to the alien radiation from those pods. Though why anyone would subject themselves to that, I cannot imagine.
When the governments fell, millions starved. Many fled to cities such as this to scavenge for food. They did not heed the warnings.
This is more like an introduction mission to the Lost. Then they actually, okay, they're never hard, but if you have other soldiers also in the middle, it becomes a little bit more complicated.
Moving to designated position.
The soldiers and the Lost also attack each other. The Lost are mindless.
No one will cross.
I'm on it.
My people have encountered these beings before. At first, they may appear mindless, but they hear quite well. In great numbers, they can be very deadly.
This was a bad shot. Also, if we use explosives, it doesn't help our cause, because explosives bring extra loss. So if we fill their grenade, for instance, it will be trouble for us.
Moving out.
Even if you kill the 4 more or 5 more will appear. So you cannot make noise. We have to try not to make noise.
Your friends will join you soon.
She was not revealed. She has chance not to be revealed. Okay, let's gather rest them this way. All of them. So in here we have to be, we have to pay attention to how recharged our weapons are. Try to recharge the weapons as soon as possible. Because you lose a turn recharging.
We have to turn into these things.
Yes. All we can offer them now is a merciful death.
Okay, I think the loss.
Position confirmed.
Because they attack really close to the body, doesn't make much sense if much difference if you have cover or not. Just so they don't find you, but for instance here I can get closer and kill these 2 guys easily. And I don't need to be worried with cover.
Hostiles pacified.
We can that one, I'll see it.
Good riddance. I'll need more ammo soon.
She was very lucky here not to be revealed. I think she's will always be revealed now.
One of many. I need more ammo. We are known to them. I loaded these cartridges myself.
She can just stay overwatching. Lottie also jumps in here and maybe tries to finish that guy. Yeah. Because she killed him, she can actually just overwatch, just in case somebody else shows up. We can get a kill. Didn't get a kill, but it was worth trying. I think she will get the kill. She's got great aim.
Return to your guard. These creatures are worse even than Advent. They have no cause, no fear. They simply exist. If we do not defeat the aliens soon, we will become little more than they are.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Does make much difference. I think I can take this shot. Can actually kill the rifle.
Target disabled. Got it covered.
I will reposition. I'll watch closely. Moving to designated position.
Going to take a risk. I can recharge.
Toss me some
Oh,
ammo.
actually, just leave it Overwatch. Somebody comes our way, we might
We
get a kill.
risk all this for pray tell Marks? If he is not what you say he is, I shall kill him myself.
Looking forward to this meeting already. Moving on target location.
I think the dialogue is a bit bad. Doesn't really care because the game is awesome. So she can get back on Shadow once per one time.
I'm ready.
Once per mission. I think there's a way to upgrade that, so it's a bit different. Not sure. Because this XCOM, it's got a different upgrade system too. So yeah, they changed a lot from the original XCOM 2.
No one will cross.
The soldier bones is also a new thing.
Central. Biological signatures are grouping into a singular mass. One closing in on this position.
A swarm. We must push forward before it arrives.
Heading to that location.
That's just to make us panic.
I'm on the move.
The dialogue, it's not that big a deal. The swarm, I think. At least as far as I can remember.
Moving out. On Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
I see everything.
Hey, you hear anything?
For years, my people hunted his kind. For years, we survived. Now you risk everything for your dreams of peace.
If you haven't noticed, the aliens have been kicking our planet's ass for the past 20 years. You think maybe it's time we try something else?
If only your speeches could take down these cursed creatures.
Extraction point is close, but looks like these things don't want to make it easy for you.
We will make it to your pet advent in time. Rolling! Moving to Overwatch.
I think they're just trying to give some depth by having the factions being a bit like rival, but it works as lots of different groups coming together to defeat a common enemy, with them being very different, but I don't know, just doesn't convince me. The way it's done doesn't convince me.
Watching comes naturally.
Enemy activity!
But the game is awesome, so...
Though their intelligence appears almost non-existent, these creatures seem to employ some sort of rudimentary communication system. Perhaps auditory signals, or some form of hive-like consciousness.
Your point, Doctor?
The entire swarm knows there is food here now. I would advise we make haste to leave this area.
So, for instance, choosing your shots well. And here I should choose this guy because he only has 2 of life. And if I take, for instance, 2 of life of this guy, I just lost this turn with this guy. So, yeah, this is the safest because if we hit, he is dead for sure, and we can keep on shooting or overwatch or go back.
Target eliminated.
Let's see if she can see something from over there. Oh, she probably can.
I am trusting you.
57.
For the Reapers! I need more ammunition.
26.
Remember, they are not victims. Reloading! I require ammunition.
Those guys clearly look like victims.
Good copy! Moving on target! Overwatch!
You can just be in Overwatch to make sure I can risk this shot or not.
Get it together!
Oh, come on.
That is not good!
You did not protect your friend, man.
Central, the preliminary readings from these creatures seem familiar. I will need to consult my records, but I may have encountered something similar to them during my time with Advent.
I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if Advent had a hand in their creation, Doctor.
I will go. Volk says
Biological
hello.
readings in your general area are clear. No more creatures on approach.
For now.
Then let's not linger here. Head to the evac coordinates now.
I won't let them pass. Reloaded!
I think this is a 3-part mission. So for the 3rd part,
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
I'm going to have these guys already all recharged, reloaded. I mean, or with the guns reloaded.
Roger that.
So I don't lose a turn with them. I think there's nothing else. I can just go here and wait.
Loading fresh ammo.
Reload.
My life is in your hands. Running! A momentary victory. Others are surely on the way. We must keep moving.
No argument here. Continue to the rendezvous point.
It's not too far. On my way!
You should have a clear path through now.
So first part of the mission is to rendezvous with the Reapers. So we send 2 soldiers to rendezvous with the Reapers and 2 soldiers to rendezvous with the Skirmishers to arrange a meeting to see if those groups can come together to support XCOM. So they've been both involved in the story so far. So the Skirmishers, they got the information of this avatar commander of the first war of our character, the commander, that he was kind of this leader of the rebellion, and they recognized our body and gave the information to, I think, CO Bradford. Then CO Bradford asked the Reapers to help with recovering us. So they're both very important.
Looks like trouble ahead. The rendezvous could be compromised. Stay focused. Contact! Get down! We may have a bigger problem here. I'm guessing that's our man. Well, our contact anyway.
Crocksod. Advent. Hobbit. Lost Holla. 410. They were sent here to hunt, to purge the Drop 10, the Lost. point is still secure. She is free of the imposter gods. I would give anything that all my kind could say the same. Even sit down with your Reapers. Now, we must go.
So the Skirmishers are actually Advent that cut the
Rendezvous
connection.
with Outrider is further ahead.
It's
Proceed through this
Advent
district as
map.
quickly as possible, but be careful. Something tells me this city still has a few more surprises to throw our way.
Surprises are the least of our worries today. It is these Reapers of yours that are of true concern.
We, the Skirmishers, were created by the false gods of this world to serve and die as their puppets. We retain all that we were and more, and our prowess in battle serves us well in our cause. In close combat, none can stand opposed to us.
So they're apparently very good in close combat. That's like Batos. It's like the leader, the Skirmishers. I have no idea what's going on here, but I'll just go very slowly because I don't remember this particular part. These missions, I say I don't remember because these missions are pretty much just presets. They're always the same. These story missions, these new story missions from War of the Chosen. I think the last mission is also like always the same. I think some of the missions related with that have some importance to the plot are always similar.
Utilizing hook.
Don't remember seeing these things before.
You were not meant to. Purifiers were created with a singular purpose, to contain the Dock 10, the Lost. We must eliminate this patrol quickly before others arrive.
Fine by me. Take them down.
So this doesn't seem that big of a complication. You never know. So battles for now. Staying here.
Moving here.
There's a Soraya picture, propaganda picture. Nobody came here for 20 years, but they did send some pictures and I lost plastered them on the walls. This might be too defensive, but
I will not waver.
it's better to defend too much than less.
on target location.
And we should. It just goes to appreciate the poster. So this game, if you just disappear from their side, you might actually get some advantage out of that.
I I go.
When you come back, you are in a better position.
Roger that. On Overwatch.
Allez, allez, allez!
It is under my watch.
Moving to designated coordinates.
So, another kill for the double.
Kill confirmed.
And first kill for Max.
Moving. Drops of traffic. Their casualties grow.
You weren't kidding when you said those tanks could explode. Careful with these things. We don't need to take any unnecessary chances.
The patrol has been liberated. May their lives not be lost in vain. We must push forward and complete our mission.
Works for me. Move out.
Picture of Charlie there on the wall too.
Je me dirige vers les coordonnées.
I do this mistake way too many times. Consequences now.
En route vers la position indiquée.
Reloading ammunition.
Oh, I think I remember. I need to trigger the rest of the level with a video. And now I can just recharge and prepare myself.
Oh yeah!
Take my time. Because then it's like a big invasion of Lost.
Rolling.
From everywhere, pretty much.
Viens par là.
Understood. Moving out.
Just to know where to trigger the video exactly.
Je suis en route.
Here. So this is Desmond killing
This
the
is
lot.
no patrol. It's an army.
Yes, one we do not have time to face.
Everyone, get back! Purifiers may be down, but unfortunately, that was our extraction point.
I fear that is not the worst of it. Multiple biological signatures rapidly on approach to your position.
The Lost. The sounds of combat excite them. They are drawn to.
And you just blew up a fuel truck?
There was no other choice. Find an alternate exit. We will deal with the Lost. Draklar. Dashers. They are not as docile as the rest of their kind.
An apt description. It would seem the mutation has somehow accelerated these Dashers' metabolism, allowing enhanced speed and agility, with a corresponding increase in aggression.
Taking this shot because
Target disabled.
I can leave the Overwatch, but they will still take the shot from way too far. Now we need to hold position. I was saying it's the only part of the game where you destroy an army with one shot. Unfortunately, only happens on a cutscene.
Je passe en vigilance.
Oh, and it comes to this position. Okay. Okay, I need them to be all together.
As you order. Non-evade detection.
Good.
Enemies down.
So I can just
Got it covered.
use on Overwatch. And probably I'll kill the first two coming this way. Lots of them. One less.
Target eliminated.
Je m'en suis occupé.
We killed two. The other ones can get next to
The
us,
shockwave
but
of
not
that
attack, I
explosion
think.
reverberated throughout most of the city. I would expect a significant reaction from the Lost.
The only reaction I will accept from them is their deaths. Find us that exit.
Hostiles pacified. Reloaded.
So
I need
we
ammo.
cannot position exactly as we are, I think.
Hostile neutralized. Come get some.
I'm afraid that if she misses the shot, that maybe treated her first.
Bien reçu. Vigilance.
Get more comfortable on this. So I think that if I stay here, they cannot. Oh, yes, they can. Come up the stairs, yes, they can. Yeah, I'll just come here.
Tactical movement. We deny our creators. Soon to be out of ammunition.
Move to recharge
Reinitializing weapon.
and watch. Natural that he missed.
Target still up.
Allez.
Their service is over.
That whole area is hotter than we thought. Gonna need a little more time.
Understood. Holding position.
He uses Sandra to shoot that guy.
Enemy destroyed. Running dry.
No need. Let's try to give a kill to Suraya.
Affirmatif.
She's the one that will have the target to have kills.
Cible abattue.
It's good. I think I'll
Je
just
crame les munitions.
reload.
Interference.
You can actually shoot
Almost out
us.
of ammunition. We triumph.
And yeah,
I reload
just
the
recharge
ammunition.
reloads. This
Ready
one
to go.
just reloads and overwatches.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Readings are all over the place. The Lost are almost right on top of you. These Lost seem to be pretty sensitive to noise. The sounds of combat are likely to draw even more of them. Think we've got something here. Just need another minute.
You have your minute. I will move.
I don't remember where the Sky Ranger is coming, but it's either here or here. I think it's here. Yeah, it's here. I'll put my
On my way.
forces closer.
Moving to Overwatch.
Je confirme. Scan en cours.
I await their approach.
Well, we killed one.
Menace éliminée.
But this is chaotic. It's too many.
We found a new route that should get you to the rendezvous point safely. The Lost are still converging on the area, so make it fast.
That will not be a problem.
Okay, this is not a problem. 1, 2, 3 bullets. This one is dead.
Taken care of.
That one. Also one. It doesn't see it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
They're turning and scared. Ammunition is low.
Target neutralized. I'm running low on ammo.
Cible à terre. J'ai raté la cible. J'aurais besoin de munitions par ici.
I must have ammunition.
Let's do this. Hostile neutralized. Scanning.
The choice is made.
Cool move.
For the free.
Copy that.
J'y vais.
I just need to run away now. I'll try to recharge all weapons and maybe lose 2 or 3 turns so I can have that skull track.
Advancing quickly.
Skull track trick back.
Double time.
Bien reçu.
Covering distance.
So they keep chasing us. There's Soraya, and she can see herself there. It's going to feel like a stop.
Must reload now.
I'm going to get as many kills as I can.
My failure is my own.
But this guy will get his kills, I'm sure. 3 shots, 3 kills. Somehow.
Target down.
With this one, I actually go for the strongest ones.
Kill confirmed.
Yeah, I think I will have to wait on the next part, because I think I will have to run away. Just do a dasher.
Got him. Out of ammo here.
This way the reloads. Shoots. Maybe 1 kill more, yes.
Cible abattue.
And another kill more there, maybe.
Ennemi descendu.
And she recharges.
Je suis prête à y aller.
And he runs away.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
I think we could maybe have some more kills.
I know this wasn't the easiest stop, but I have to believe it'll still be worth it in the end.
That depends on the Reapers.
It's nice that the aliens are represented in XCOM's of efforts. For freedom of humankind. And now we are already rendezvous with both. And I think we're going to get introduced to the first of the Chosen.
Rendezvous point directly ahead. Let's try and play nice today, people.
So, Advent's most brutal captain comes to atone for his crimes.
I am no longer that being. I am free now.
Taking off that helmet does not change what you are. Reapers have long memories. Elder Craxard. Anytime.
The way I see it, we have 2 options. Join forces and kick the Elders off our world, or kill each other here and now. The choice is yours.
No one has ever done that before. No one shall ever do that again.
What the hell is that?
Vox Prima, Elder Assassin, relentless death that stalks my kind, butcher of free advent.
My people face another like her. They are the undying, Advent's curse upon us. We must combine strength if we are to have any chance of success.
You are welcome to try.
Your Reapers face a being such as this?
They appeared without warning years ago. Had they not, we would have already regained our home.
Such arrogance. The Elder's will extends throughout the universe. I am but one of their instruments.
So, I more than probably
Moving on target location.
will get some guys wounded in here. Okay, I'm going to the red shadow. Let's see if I don't like her. Okay, the Chosen are different.
Watch my back.
Got a really large pool of health, and each one of them has weaknesses that you can explore. But they're actually extremely powerful.
Moving on target location.
They can attack lots of different characters at the same time. Each one has a specialty. I don't remember
Ready to rock.
exactly. This one, I think this one is like a hunter. So she's like stealthy.
Bien compris, j'y vais.
And I think that each of the Chosen is somehow related to each of the races. I'm a bit afraid because I don't remember what she does, but I think it's easy to get someone killed when she shows up. And she can't get info from our soldiers by reading the minds of our soldiers. So it's cool, actually.
Vigilance.
I will watch.
So many have already fallen.
She has an assassin. And she's watchful. Oh, it does not trigger Overwatch. But she's weak to explosives. And she's weak to Reapers, yeah. Each of the Chosen is weak to a specific faction. This one are Reapers, but someone else is more frail against Skirmishers, and someone is more frail against the Templars.
And yet my work is never done.